10 Great Things a Man Should Ever Eat Each Morning. Are you looking for a way to switch things up in your daily existence? Take a look toward what successful people do first thing in the morning. For a few moments, close your eyes. No, don't doze off. Instead, consider this morning. How many times did you push the snooze? You probably responded yes to at least either of these questions if you're like the average citizen. You're probably also aware that, while it's easy to slip into this habit, it's not the most proactive approach to begin your day. Take some tips from the pros instead of getting into a terrible daily schedule. Here are 12 renowned folks' morning habits. 1. They do not need an alarm clock. Bezos, the CEO of Amazon, stands by 8 hours of sleep every night. He also believed in waking up naturally, even without a clock. Ariana Huffington adheres to a similar schedule. She, too, gets at least 8 hours of sleep and wakes up on her own, she told Oprah. 2. They participate in physical. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson started his day with fitness, either a run or an elliptical workout, as the sun is up. It feeds him stamina for the remaining of the day. Damon John, a Shark Alley star, too practices out first thing every morning. He states that this wasn't always his habit, but he believes that it helps him be more productive, resulting in a shorter work week. 3. They practice meditation. Tony Robbins, the self-help expert, works out for every morning as well, but after a casein breakfast, he spends 10 minutes meditating, according to Business Insider. He refers to an approach as priming, and it blends yoga and mindfulness skills. He believes that it gives him energy and helps him bring positive goals for the day. LinkedIn CEO, Jeff Weiner, wrote on Twitter that he meditates every morning as well. He gets up at 5:30 a.m. every day, reads his emails, checks the news, practices, meditates, and has breakfast, all before 9 a.m. 4. They take breakfast. Richard Branson commences his day with a game of tennis, followed by a walk, run, or bike ride, and then breakfast and family time. 5. They take pleasure in the silence. Shonda Rhimes, producer of Scandal and producer of Grey's Anatomy, told In Style that she gets up an hour and a half before her kids. Around 5:30 a.m. she glances out her glass or notes in her journal. The children then wake up, and she's off to the races for the rest of the day. Sally Krawcheck, the CEO and co-founder of Elvist, begins her day in quiet as well. She, on the other, fills the silence with activity. In a LinkedIn article, she stated that she is most productive at 4 a.m. 6. They ranging from non to their critters. Oprah, along with many others, begins her day with meditation and exercise. Nonetheless, she brushes her teeth and exercises her 5 dogs outside before it happens. During your walk, she goes in and prepares a cup of her preferred espresso after roaming around the yard with them. Jillian Michaels, a personal trainer, claims her alarm clock is her 5-year-old daughter. So according Blinkist Media, that after 2 cuddle, they serve their animal household. A rabbit, a pig, dogs, a bird, hens, ducks, and fish are among the critters. 7. They get above their to-do lists afresh. Kevin O'Leary and Barbara Cochran, for both Shark Tank, start their days with to-do lists. Before heading to rest, O'Leary makes a list of 3 things he intends to accomplish the next day. He completes those 3 chores the next morning, no issue what it is, even something as basic as sending a text. He believes that ranks him at 8th place. They get through their emails. And what were the causes behind kidney stones? And what to do, that since dawn of time, humankind has already been plagued by stone sickness. Egyptian mummies have been discovered with kidney stones. I will not use the knife, not even honestly, on suffering from stone, the Hippocratic Oath states, but I will give place to all of those as are crafters therein. Who experiences kidney stones and why do them take place? In the United States, the lifetime risk having kidney stones seems to be about 9%, and it appears clear climate change is increasing overall risk. As the environment warms, people are more likely into becoming dehydrated, greater the chances of stone formation. Kidney stones can be classified into 4 types: calcium oxalate/calcium 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 phosphate, uric acid, struvite, magnesium ammonium phosphate, and cysteine all seem to be elements of human system? Dehydration is a risk factor including all stones, regardless of being kind. Anyone who is prone to kidney stones should stay hydrated. According to a randomized controlled trial, ingesting 2 liters of liquids each day cuts the risk of stone recurrence in half. Patients experiencing kidney stones should try to drink more than 2.5 liters of fluid each day, according to the American Urological Association Guideline for Medical Therapy of Kidney Stones. Anyone experiencing symptoms of kidney stones should see a urologist. Blood, urine, and imaging exams are typically used in the initial examination. Calcium stones, which can be either calcium oxalate or calcium phosphate, are the most prevalent type of kidney stones. As previously stated, maintaining a healthy level of hydration is crucial in avoiding calcium stones. It may come as a surprise, but a randomized clinical trial has found that persons with calcium kidney stones need not restrict their calcium intake. They should, in fact, drink the daily calcium allowance, 1,000 mg for women under 50 and men under 70, and 1,200 mg for women over 50 and men over 70. Why? Calcium binds to oxalate in the intestine and inhibits it from being absorbed, resulting in less oxalate in the urine, which can lead to stone formation. Calcium should, in theory, be obtained from food. Derived from food. Before using calcium supplements, consult your doctor, and depending on how much calcium you take, improving your hydration usage may be advantageous. Nuts, spinach, potatoes, tea, and chocolate are high in oxalates, which can raise the amount of oxalate in the urine. Those will be consumed by humans. Contrary to calcium oxalate stones, hydroxyapatite stones are less prevalent. Hyperparathyroidism, when the body can produce too much parathyroid hormone, renal tubular acidosis, when the body produces too much acid, and urinary tract infections are all causes. It's vital to discover out if one of these illnesses is generating calcium phosphate stones to form. 8. They go through their emails. So according Thrive Global, Shark Tank star Mark Cuban spends an hour each morning checking his emails. Emailing, he claims, allows him to determine his own schedule by minimizing the need for scheduled meetings and phone calls. Tim Cook, Apple's CEO, most likely gets up approximately 3:45 a.m., before everyone else. He receives 700 to 800 emails per day, which he reads almost thoroughly. In the morning, he wastes his days sifting through them. Mark Zuckerberg, rather than checking his emails, went directly to Facebook. 9. They don't use the mute button. Jerry Seinfeld, the comedian, does not snooze. Instead, he drags himself out of bed, raises the doors, switches on the radio, and pours cold water in his face. 10. They read the news. Warren Buffett appreciates maintaining up with modern events. He told CNBC that he reads the Wall Street Journal, USA Today, and Forbes first thing every morning, while Bill Gates told Fox Business that the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal are also his go-to sources.